I don't think that Undying should ever buy Tangos. I think they're just too inefficient because this hero always has like 1,000 HP in the laning stage, and Tangos are such a small percentage of that.
I agree. I have something to actually add on to that. Like, I want to extend that even further and say, if you're playing a core Undying, I think there are better heroes that you can be playing in that scenario that do relatively the same thing but are better cores. Like, you could be playing a Beastmaster, for example. The thing with this hero is that the best way to play him in the lane is to use use your spells, use all of your mana, use all of your HP, and then kill yourself. But if you're doing that, then you're spending time running at the tower, and that's going to take time where you're not getting experience in the lane, and cores want to be farming the lane. This is the problem with playing Pudge, Skywrath, or Undying as cores, is essentially their entire gameplay can be done as a support as well. So there's no point in really playing them as a core. So I would say you can actually win more games by playing this hero as a support than as a core, because then you're not having the burden on you of doing that core role, which is staying in the lane, which is pushing the lane, and all of these things that you don't fucking want to be doing as an Undying. You can just do all of the things you want to do as a support, but not have to carry in other ways. So I would say if you are playing a core Undying, or core Skywrath, or core Pudge, it's just better as a support, and you'll win more because of that if you pick it as a support.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think that there's some argument to having some of these. Like, let's look at Pudge, Undying, and Sky specific, because I think those are like probably the best examples, because those are heroes that are relatively awful at doing anything other than just kind of like ganking and fighting.
They just want to brawl. That's it. They just want to brawl.
They basically do nothing other than that. And so, generally speaking, if you're playing a core, you have to be able to do other stuff, right? You can't just be a brawler. There's basically no hero that's only a brawler that's a core, except for maybe Bristleback, but even Bristleback can like hit towers and do other stuff.
He can push like he can cut the wave and push towers and like Pudge, Sky, Undying. They cannot do that. They can't apply any pressure.
Yeah,
that's a problem.
They basically have to play around their team, and that's why playing a hero like Undying actually is pretty annoying to play, especially at lower MMRs, because you actually have to 100% rely on your team to end the game. Because, I mean, this hero, it can't hit towers. There's zero... Yeah. There's no way that it can actually push towers.
He is playing as a support, but it's still a valid note. This is still something that I've thought about a lot recently, because I personally am an offlaner. I play a lot of Skywrath Mage. I'm enjoying that hero a lot recently. I tried it as a core, and I just realized, like, there's no point. You're burdening yourself with stuff that hero just doesn't want to do straight up.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just a good subject, because there's a lot of core supports that people think like they're only played as support because they're bad heroes or something like that. But it's actually just because like they're amazing supports, but they don't do what cores want to do. It's like a lot of people don't get that, and I didn't get it when I was trying to play Skywrath as a core until I played it and realized what the big issue was.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the main thing that I just want to say to end this kind of discussion is that, like, there's a reason that heroes have naturally fallen into specific roles over the course of Dota's like 15-year history. Because if you include Dota 1, a lot of the heroes are essentially kind of in the same role that they were back in Dota 1. You know, they changed a little bit, but for the most part, they've fallen into these roles over the years because they just simply fit best into that role. Likewise, you fit best into the offlane role. I fit best into the support role. Sumail fits best into the mid role. He's kind of fallen into that. I'm sure he played other stuff from time to time. I'm sure you played other stuff from time to time. I definitely have tried other roles. But you just kind of eventually slot into the spot that you are most comfortable in and function best in. So I think there's kind of just this impression that like anything can work in Dota. And while that is kind of true, like, sure, you could run an offlane Undying and you could snowball out of control and have like a 15-minute Aghanims and be unkillable. But you could also just be a Beastmaster, and then if you don't snowball out of control in the laning stage, you can still win the game instead of being completely useless.
Yeah, I actually want to piggyback off of that a little bit, just briefly. We'll end it on this note. But Nusham said that when he coaches people, the very first thing that he tries to figure out is the role that they're getting coached in actually the role that they should be playing? Like, if you're a very sacrificial person and you constantly find yourself dying for your like other heroes when you're a carry, you might actually just not be a good carry player and you're just playing carry because it's what you have done. But maybe you should try switching to another role and you'll just win because naturally you are inclined to be a better player in that role because it fits your personality better. Exact same thing with heroes. It's just you want to do what you are best designed to do based on, you know, your experience and, I don't know, genetics, whatever. Like, you're just going to be good at a certain thing and heroes are going to be good at a certain thing naturally, and you want to try to allocate your resources to that role instead of something else. Anyway.
Yeah. Okay. Final point that I just want to double piggyback on. No. Trust me. This is good.
Okay.
I just think that a lot of people, they go into ranked and they figure that they can only gain rank and win games if they're in a core role. And a lot of people are probably meant to be core players, but I don't think that just because your favorite pro player plays anti-mage that you are necessarily going to be a good anti-mage player. I remember for the longest time I wanted to be a good anti-mage player because I just really wanted to be able to, you know, solo carry games 1v5. Like, that was my mentality at the time. But then after playing anti-mage for like 40 games, I just realized that I actually hate fucking playing anti-mage and everything about playing anti-mage. And I was forcing myself to play this hero that just simply did not align with how I thought about the game of Dota and wanted to play.
Yeah, same with me in anti-mage. I have like a 30% win rate with that hero.
I literally have like a 20% win rate with anti-mage.
I have a lot of games with that hero and a dog shit win rate. That is very accurate for me as well.